EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And they've got it on the ground. The mark will come at the 13, but it's a new set of downs. 1st down picked up.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Cooper going in motion. On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On the give, here's Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll send him over to the left. That's complete to the rookie first-round pick.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He'll try to run for it. And he will have the Commanders' 1st down. He'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
First and 10 now from the 36. The motion man here is McLaurin. On first and 10, here's Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down.
Every team in the NFL wishes to come into each week's game and win the line of scrimmage battle. And in this case, I think it's pretty clear which side is winning. Great first drive, primarily all on the ground.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Good blocking, and he's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. To the left side, he's got Komet. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end. Mike kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. from the shotgun. It's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
On third down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to be fourth down. The Bears send out their punt team. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. Two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Third down and 9. They'll throw with Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Now Daniels. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has two options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll put Everett in motion here. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got a man, that's DJ Moore. And he's into the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Receiver in motion, headed left. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Tight end going in motion here. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 8. They'll go again with Robinson. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Bears off to the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. The motion man here is McLaurin. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Washington.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. The motion man here is McLaurin. Quick throw, taken in, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
It is 3rd and 10. Here's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. The motion man here is McLaurin. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's quickly into the hands of Odunze on the RPO. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Give up the middle with Swift. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Johnny Newton there on the stop. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On 3rd down, it's Williams. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone. I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson.
Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
On second down, it's Daniels. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And this drive going from bad to worse. And a delay of game now on top. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Daniels now going to look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Swift. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake. Now Williams. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's McLaurin open on the left side. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. The motion man here is McLaurin. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. On target, got it to McLaurin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Down to the 10. And he will score. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. On third down, it's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Everett. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. First and 10 now from the 36. Try to throw again. Here's Williams. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Williams. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. One final throw before the break. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Commanders come up with it. So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. The motion man here is McLaurin. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Commanders' 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. That's Tyreek Stevenson there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Daniels now on 1st down. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Trying the left side, here's Robinson. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's got another one. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for the 2nd half. ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Chicago.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On first down, it's Swift. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. Here's 2nd and 2. Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Williams gonna look to throw it on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
1st and 10. That's a short throw caught by Komet. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here.
First down and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Now Williams. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for. And now it's third and goal. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? Third and goal coming up. They'll try to run with Swift. And waiting, no signal. He did not. No, he did not get in. And that's going to bring up fourth and goal.
Let's get a camera on this defensive coordinator, Mike. He's got to be fired up from what he sees from this defense. Huge stop there, no gain, forces a fourth down.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on fourth and goal. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And he's in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Bears.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
Makes the score. Commanders 28, Bears 17. Carlos Santos, the kickoff for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On play action, Daniel, this defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's a give to Eckler. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Cooper going in motion. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the shotgun. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Third and long. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
nearly gave the ball back to his offense with a short field to work with. And tell you what, if I'm this defensive coordinator, I'm going to have all my guys on the jugs machine this week after practice, because when the quarterback gives you a gift like that, you've got to come away with that pick.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll run here with Hill. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Man in motion, heading left. They'll run with Robinson. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done. The Commanders set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Williams to throw on 2nd down. That one complete to Moore. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's gonna bring up a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
So here, as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's 4th down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on 4th down.
Here's 1st and 10. The tight end, Ertz, in motion. Off the RPO, this one to McLaurin. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. The motion man here is McLaurin. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third and 6. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
The Commanders going to send out their field goal unit. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Commanders add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. A play fake, and they'll throw with... And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
On second down, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. How's that for a big decision paying off? A gain of 28 yards on fourth down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Give up the middle with Swift. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. Here's Williams now to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Third and long. Williams. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Let's see what they do here. This is fourth and long. Throwing is Williams. That's taken in. And he indeed picks up a Bears first down. And it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Off play action. Here's Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. Now 2nd and inches. Now Swift. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Williams. He lets this one go. Looking for Scott. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Down to a knee one more time. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago. Respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside.